Alright, welcome back to another episode where we watch Slegnir the Mercenary of the Nord. Right now, we are serving the Nord, but they are at war with Vlandia. We don't have any ships, and this is mostly a war that is at sea, so I've been around trading. While I've been trading around the Khuzait lands, I've noticed a siege outside of Adak. Today we're using the AI influence mod, so let's go and see what happens. This guy, Huranag Beg, has just started a conversation with me. I didn't start it with him, and this is what he says. You there, Nord. You ride with many blades in the Khuzait lands while the southern vultures circle my walls. I'm Huranag of the Tigrit. I see your banners. You are a mercenary, yeah? Tell me quickly, do you seek glory and gold, or are you just another traveller lost in the grass? Zena's army is close, and my patience is short. Speak your name and your purpose before the sun sets on this day. So he's essentially saying to me, hey you, stop. Help us join our side and help us fight the Southern Empire. This is something that you could never ever experience in regular Bannerlord. Essentially, me as a mercenary, walking by while there's a battle happening, one of the big lords comes along and essentially hires me on the spot. So this is what I say back to him. Good day to you, Huranag Beg. I am indeed a mercenary, and I do indeed despise the southern imperial scum. But indeed, I come here for trade while my kingdom is at war with Vlandia at sea. The Khuzait and us have a rocky past in our wake, but we hold mutual hatred for the Empire. I see your situation on the step before a dock, and I know you require assistance. We may consider helping you against the Southern Empire. What do you request? Trade. You talk of trade while the southern vultures sharpen their claws for my castle. You Nords are strange folk, but you speak the right names. I have no love for Regaea's pups, and Zena's army is a stain upon this steppe that needs scrubbing. If you truly seek the help, then stop visiting the breath on the wind. Zena is close, moving for Akasar Castle. My blades are ready, but with your 100 warriors we could turn their glorious march into a funeral procession. Strike our host, Nord, break their line, and perhaps then we shall talk of gold and trade agreements. Do you have the stomach for it, or is your axe just for show? So he's essentially provoking me into trying to help him because he is in a desperate situation and he really, really desperately needs just a few extra men on the battlefield. So I am actually going to consider finishing my contract with the Nord and switching over to the Khuzait. For any of you who don't know, a mercenary contract is essentially a temporary contract. You're switching sides all the time and there's no kind of dishonor to it, you know what I mean? You just basically never switch sides over to the enemy. That's the only kind of unwritten rule. Very well, I am a mercenary. I see a lord with the imperial oppressor barking down his neck. I offer to lend a hand. I will join the Khuzait as a mercenary and join the battlefield against the Empire. But heed these words. Let this extension of my axe lead to better relations between our kingdoms. Both the Nord and the Khuzait should turn their attention to the Empire. We need not squabble over castles of the northern steppe while the Empire recovers her strength. I will sort out the papers with one of your stewards, and you will see my men on the battlefield soon, my lord. Good. Let the stewards worry about the ink and the silver. I worry about the steel. You speak of peace between our peoples. The Khan and your Grand Prince have made their peace, and I have no desire to break it while the Empire still breathes. Zena is a wolf who thinks she hunts sheep, but today she finds only thorns. Do not delay with the papers, Nord. My men are moving to intercept her host before they reach the gates of Akasar. If you truly wish to see the Empire bleed and our relations mended, bring your 100 axes to the fray. I will be in the thick of the dust. Prove your worth there, and I shall see what the future holds for the Tigrit and the Nords. To battle. So at this particular point, I am trying to see if I can actually join them, and it won't let me join immediately in the dialogue. So first of all, you do have to do this manually. The AI mod won't actually do it for you. It does do some things, but this is not one of them. So essentially, while I'm still registered as a Nord fighter, I essentially have to leave the Nord Kingdom. Only then will I be free to actually join. So essentially, you click on Kingdom. At the top right, you click on Leave Kingdom. You can confirm that, and then you just speak to a lord of another kingdom. In this case, I'm going to talk to Huranag Beg once again. Now I'll be able to click on, there is something I'd like to discuss. I want to enter the service of Manchu Khan, and so on. Now I'm essentially a mercenary. So I actually did have to chase Huranag a little bit away from the battle because he was walking the wrong way. But I was able to speak to him a second time and join the Khuzait. Now it's just a matter of us marching all the way over there. A little bit of the battle has happened, as you can see. The numbers are a bit smaller than they were earlier. But if we come around now, so the siege has actually stopped. Munchuk's forces have already started fighting the Southern Empire, so me and Huranag are actually marching together. This is me and him. He's the 90 and I'm the 108. We're going to join in and hopefully we can actually save the Khuzaits at the last second. Help Munchuk's party. Here we go. So I'm going to click on attack and then we're just going to jump into this. Alright, okay, so we didn't get to look at the little menu beforehand, so all these boys are just here with me. If I have horse troops, let me look. I have 58 horse archers. That is class. They're following me. Everyone else is in loose formation, and we actually have to really try and catch up today. So I'm going to take out my spear And these guys in green here, yeah, they're all controlled by the AI. They're all essentially my allies who I've come to assist. These are the men who I'm bringing in to assist, but they're going to be mega slow. So in loose formations, we charge forward, and I'm essentially just going to bring these boys as forward as I can. It's literally just a situation of getting all the fellas in position. I also need to try and essentially work alongside my allies. So you don't want to run ahead of them. You kind of want to just cooperate with them. That's our 72 archers that are on our side, plus my 58. We're up against 52 cavalry there, 52. Okay, it's 100 cavalry in total. We do have more horsemen, but overall we are outnumbered. This is going to be quite rough. Let's just see. Even the regular archer icon there, I think that's also horse archers. So we're just full of horse archers today. Where are my troops once again? They're going to be there. I'll specify now a little bit more. So I'm going to bring infantry here. That is also infantry. We might do some kind of a flanking force. Let's see. We might flank on the left side with them. These are archers, and I think it's going to be good to bring them on this kind of a slope here. Obviously we got to worry about the cavalry, but my archers are a long way away yet. So show me my troops. My cavalry are just going to do a quick skirmish on the enemy's cavalry wing. We're getting so much death already, it's horrible. So that's our boys over there who are dying. Hopefully we can make a change here. I'm going to try and spear a few of these boys. So they are the Empire. They have a lot of like cataphracts and stuff, you know, like the high quality troops. Where are my fellas? These are my fellas, they're here already. Okay, so infantry, all of those boys into line formation. Get them up and running. The archers, hopefully they will survive. We've got 43 at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. We have lost half of our horse troops. That's a bloody disaster. Okay, well, here's the flanking force. My small infantry group is going to come around here. Show me the bigger infantry group. Bigger infantry group is there. I'm going to let them charge now. They don't have much choice at all, I'm afraid. I think this is already a lost cause, unfortunately. Yeah, I just had to cooperate with the guys who were on my side. Now let's see if I can salvage any of my cavalry. I've lost all my horse archers, they're gone. There's feck all I could have done there, honestly. So they have also lost a bit of cavalry, but not really much. I haven't done much killing at all myself. We'll just get stuck in here. Stuck into the infantry. So if I look at my small infantry group, that's all my infantry that's left. My infantry is the only infantry that's left. Where's theirs? They only have horse troops left. Okay, so we're screwed. We're completely and utterly screwed. I would like to encourage my infantry to come down a bit, but I don't know if that's even going to help them. Yeah, and look at my archers. Got 19 archers left. They're just being overrun by cavalry, so this has been a disaster. Okay, I should have thought about this a little bit more before I went into it. I can't believe... I honestly feel this is just a one-sided scenario. Like, it's hard to even apply tactics. It's very hard to apply tactics. Jesus. It's very hard to apply tactics when you essentially have control over a small group. Do you know what I mean? And also, we were just chasing after our own guys there. Okay, if I come up here, of course I'm going to get killed. So, I think this is the last few men, I'm afraid. Yeah, we don't stand much of a chance. I'm going to take out my spear. I am a Huskar, not for long. Crap. Okay. Wow. That was devastating. That was really, really bad. Jesus Christ. Okay. Unfortunately, we were not able to help the Khuzaits today. I really wish there was something I could do, but I don't think there was, you know? If we actually got the... I'm just going to fly up in the air there. If we actually got our allies to stick behind this hill, we would have had a chance, especially with the archers. Do you know, if we made the enemy bring their infantry over the hill, we could have essentially isolated the infantry. Their archers would be lagging behind without a light of sight. Without a line of sight. But no, there's essentially just nothing we can do. So I guess I really don't know what to say there. There's just kind of nothing we could do. And it was a hard situation to get our archers into a good position, because it was nice to have them on this slope, but obviously they were completely vulnerable to enemy cavalry. If I had them here, they probably still would have had a good enough line of sight while having their backs to the water, so that at least protects them a little bit from cavalry, but not really. This was... I don't know if I really had any options, to be honest with you. Alright, so right now I am a prisoner of Albatos. I think I'm literally going to end this episode here, and after I get free and build up my armies again, I will start the next episode whenever we get another big battle, and I'll see you then. Remember to give us a like and subscribe. I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.